We are going to start, I'm going to move while I'm talking. We're going to start laying down today. If you don't have a space on your floor where you can lay down, then you can lay down on your bed or on a couch or whatever works for you. So the first few moments of any yoga class are really about what I call the arrival. And so that's what we're going to do together right now. So you'll lay down in your space, try to get comfortable. If you can't lay down, then get comfortable in your seat. And once your body is comfortable, I want you to go ahead and close your eyes. And really take this moment to feel connected to the earth. So if you're laying down, think about the back of your head. Think about your shoulders, your hips, the backs of your legs. Everything that's touching the earth should feel heavy. And you can place your hands on your rib cage. Seal your lips. And with your next inhalation, your next breath in, notice how your lungs expand as you breathe in. When you're full of breath, pause, and then slowly let the air out through your nose, and notice how your lungs deflate like a balloon. We use intentional breathing in yoga. You guys can just keep doing it. You'll breathe in through your nose and fill up. Take a pause, and then slowly let the air empty out. This breath is called Ujjayi, or ocean breath, because you should be able to hear it. When you breathe in, there should be a sound. You should hear that pause of silence, and then hear your breath as you let it go. Let's take two more like that. Fill up. Empty. Last time together. Inhale. Breathe out. You can gently let your eyes flutter open. Release your hands and draw your knees up into your chest. You're going to take your hands and place them on top of your knees or your shins. We're just very gently going to rock from right to left. And you should feel a compression, a little pressure on your low back. If you have a sore low back, this should feel good. And now we'll take this movement into a circle. So you'll just draw a circle with your knees in one direction. After you've done 5 or 6 circles, you'll reverse your direction. And as you move through these circles, you should still be hearing yourself breathing slowly and in control. Wherever you are, take one more circle. We'll meet in the center. And now you're going to take both of your knees and drop them over to your right. So you're on your side. Your right hand can rest on the outside of your top knee. You can stay right here. This is a super gentle twist. Or maybe you turn your face to the sky. You'll feel a little deeper twist here. Or you can take your left arm, extend it out to the left, and take your gaze over to the left hand. This is the deepest twist. And then you just breathe here. That's your only job. Twists help with your digestion, so hopefully you've had breakfast. And you'll breathe right here for 3. Hollowing out your low belly, deepening the twist, 2. And 1. Bring your gaze back to center, release your top hand. Your knees will come through center. Take one breath in right here. As you exhale, drop both of your knees over to the other side. And then you have the same options. You can anchor your knees. You can keep your gaze in that same direction. Look to the sky. Or press your right hand into the earth. Take your gaze out over your right hand. If you want to, you can close your eyes. And as you breathe here, think about scooping your low belly in, drawing it in. And that will bring the twist deeper into your spine. For 3. 2. And 1. We'll meet back in center. This time I want you to lower your left foot to the earth. So your left foot's going to touch the ground. Your right knee stays in. And we're going to extend the right foot up toward the ceiling. Hopefully you guys can see my right foot, but if you can't, what I'm going to start doing is flexing my foot, meaning like this, and then pointing my foot. Ooh, you can hear it crack. So we're just inhaling as we flex the foot, exhaling as we point the toes. Take 3 or 4 of those flexing, pointing movements. Keep breathing. Now we're going to take it into an ankle circle. So you're going to circle that ankle in one direction, doesn't matter which one. Maybe your ankle cracks. As Mr. Pariseau had said, that's all okay, just no pain. Other direction, you're circling your foot. For 3, 2, and 1. Now keeping your left foot where it is, you're going to bend your right knee and take the outside edge of your right foot and place it on your left thigh, just below your left knee. This is called figure 4. It's a stretch for the outside of your right hip, and you may be feeling plenty of sensation right here. If this feels like, ooh, yeah, that's a big stretch, stay where you are. If you're not really feeling very much, then you can float your left foot off your mat, and then you'll feel more of a stretch. Again, same option, you can stay here, or if you want to even deepen it further, you'll take your hands, wrap them around your left thigh, and then draw your left knee toward your face. Whatever you choose, I want you to flex your feet and take deep breaths right here. Breathing for 3. And 2. And 1. Go ahead and release your left foot back down to the earth. Extend your right foot up. And then I'm going to put that down and switch sides. So now you'll draw your left knee in and extend your left foot toward the ceiling, starting with just flexing and pointing. Even if you're sitting in your car, you can flex and point your feet. Feeling that stretch through your calf, the sole of your foot. And now you'll move to ankle circles in one direction, nice and slow. Reverse your circle. 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to place the outside edge of your left foot on your right thigh. You have the same options on this side. Sides are different. You may feel more sensation. This is your left IT band, or less. So you can stay here. You can float your right foot off of your mat. This might be plenty today, and that's fine. Or you can draw your right knee toward your face. If you choose this option, go ahead and press your left elbow into your left inner thigh. And then that really makes a big, big stretch right here. Whatever you choose, you want to invite in lots of breath. Try to relax your face, your jaw, and your neck. For 3, 2, 1. All right. To come off the floor today, you'll draw both your knees back in. You can take your hands, place them behind your knees, and we'll start to rock front to back. Take your time with this. You may want to take 4 or 5 rocks. And when you get a big enough swing going here, you'll come all the way up. I have to grab my camera and move to a different part of the room. This is our standing sequence. All right. So if you're new, we have a position called mountain pose. It's a fancy name for basically standing up really nice and tall with your arms down by your side and your palms facing forward. So in mountain pose, just glance down at your feet. You want to make sure your feet are hip width apart, so you have plenty of space between your feet. Your toes are pointing right straight ahead, parallel feet. And then from here, draw up through the front edge of your body, up through the chest, lift your chin slightly, and then this exact opposite happens on your backside. So your shoulders draw down, your tailbone tucks under, mountain pose. Okay. And then from here, we're going to take some shoulder circles. All you'll do is as you breathe in, roll your shoulders up toward your ears. As you breathe out, press them behind you. Oh yeah. Take a few of those. And then to make it a little bit bigger, bring your hands to your shoulders. Start to roll your elbows front to back as you breathe in and out. One more just like that. And then release your hands and we'll take the biggest circle yet. Really getting into your whole shoulder blade for 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to reverse that. You can put a bend in your knees here, starting with just the shoulders. Inhale up, come forward, exhale, press down. Taking it a little bit bigger with your elbows. Draw them behind you as you inhale. Draw them in front of you as you exhale. And notice if you're rushing. Try to slow yourself down. All right, biggest circles yet. Maybe look up, down. 3, 2, last one. Last week, I think I forgot to run through our vinyasa series, our sun salutation. So we're going to do a couple of those for those of you who are new. We'll walk you right through it. We'll start with Anjali Mudra, hands at heart center. As you breathe in, you'll sweep your arms down and then up. Your hands touch overhead. Maybe you look at them. As you breathe out, you're going to fold all the way down. Maybe your hands touch the earth. From here, you'll breathe in and take a flat back. So what that looks like is your palms press against your shins, and then you lengthen out your spine right here. On your next exhale, fold. As you inhale, sweep your arms back up to the top, hands touch. And as you breathe out, you come right back where you started. So we'll do that 2 more times together. Inhale. Just follow along if you don't know the series, that's fine. Exhale. Here comes your flat back, like you're looking into a pond. You see your face. And then bow. Release your head. Breathe in, sweep up. Breathe out, back to center. Last time like you mean it. Inhale. Empty. Halfway lift. Fold. Look up. And exhale. You can release your hands to your hips. We're going to take a high lunge here. So for high lunge, all you need to do right now is step your right foot behind you. Okay, so look down at your feet. You'll see this is a little wobbly for folks, and if you feel wobbly, just take your feet wider. So you'll toe heel your front foot forward and your back foot out, so that your feet are like they're on skis or like a train track. All 10 toes are pointing forward. This is a parallel lunge. You can put a big bend in your back knee if you feel wobbly here. If you're really wobbly, stay where you are. Otherwise, we're going to release our hands up and breathe in. As you exhale, sweep your hands behind you, look back into that pond. And then we'll just flow this. Breathing in, sweeping up. Breathing out, sweeping forward. These are called airplane arms. 2 more. One more. All right, this time you'll sweep your arms up as you breathe in. This is a little harder. As you breathe out, you're going to draw your elbows down and tap your back knee to the ground. Inhale, stretch up. Maybe your knee doesn't make it to the ground. That's fine. Just bend it however much it goes. Okay, we'll take this 3 more. 2 more. Can you hear yourself breathing? This is your last one. Come back to center. Take a breath in, arms are up. This time as you breathe out, you're going to take your right hand forward and your left hand back. So this is called high lunge twist. So you're twisting open to your left side. There's a lot going on in your body here. Make sure you're breathing deep. If it's too much for you, you can release your arms. You're going to hold this here and breathe. Just like on the floor, scoop your belly in for 3, 2, 1. You can release your twist. Come back to center. Let's shake that out. So we'll just take our little wind car wash motion here. Ha. Lots of breath. And then we're going to do that whole series on the other side. So you'll step your left foot behind you, or which, if you didn't do the right side last time, just do the opposite side. That's fine. Right foot comes forward. You can put a bend in both your knees and maybe widen out your feet if you feel wobbly here. Okay, when you're ready, you'll breathe in, reach your hands to the sky. As you exhale, sweep forward, airplane arms. And we'll flow through that for 3 times. Stretch up. Maybe you look up this time. Sweep back. Pretty sure this is our last one. Moving into the next sequence. Again, you'll breathe in, your arms come up, but this time as you breathe out, elbows draw behind you and you bend that back knee. Maybe it touches the ground. So we breathe in, taking your time, out. Notice that since we've done this sequence last week and you know it, you might want to speed it up. That's human nature. Pretend like you've never seen it before and you're taking your time like a beginner. Beginner's mind is a good thing. All right, last one. All right, back in your high lunge with your arms up. You'll take one breath in here. As you exhale, this time your left hand comes forward. Right hand reaches back. High lunge twist. Drawing up in your front body. Lengthening down through your back body. Lots of breath for 3. Maybe you look behind you for 2. And release. Nice job. We'll shake that out. This is a great time for a water break. So if you happen to have water nearby, go ahead and grab it. If you don't, we will wait for you. All right, I'm going to change it up a little bit on the balance today. Last week we learned Warrior 3. This week, we're going to do a standing version of that figure 4 that we did on the ground. So you'll start in your mountain pose. Start to shift your weight over to one foot. I'm shifting it onto my left foot. Now your right foot is going to float off the ground. And you can stay right here. This is enough. But if you're able to, you'll take the outside edge of your right foot, just like you did on the earth, and you'll rest it just above your left knee. You can stay here. If you're wobbly, you can put your arms out to your side. And then start to bend your standing knee. Woo! This is figure 4 pose. Now, if you're able to, you can bring your hands to heart center. Like you're the number 4. And then to deepen the posture, if you want to try, you actually bend that standing. So we'll just let go of whatever happened on the first side. That's fine. You're going to come onto your second side. So for me, that means shifting onto my right foot from mountain pose. And then once I feel stable and balanced, I'll lift my left foot. This is an option. You can stay here. You can have your arms out to your side. Or for figure 4, you'll take the outside edge of the floating foot and place it just above your standing knee. You can stay here, or you'll bring your hands to heart center. And then maybe you start to bend your standing knee like you're sitting on a stool right here. Hands really press into each other. Your hands are active. Your elbows are lifted. Flex your standing foot. And then invite in lots of your breath.
For 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of your balance, you'll start to straighten your standing leg, release your hands, and then release your foot. Nice work. We are all done with the standing sequence today, and we're gonna move back to the floor or back to your chair. If you have a towel, a pillow, oh drat, hold on, my laptop is actually resting on my pillow, so I need to find something else to put it on. I think that'll probably work. Okay. So you just have your pillow standing by. You don't need it quite yet, but you will soon. All right. Coming down to your mat, we'll start seated, like you're just hanging out on, I don't know, in a park. Maybe you're watching a concert. You're just relaxed, okay? And we're gonna start by dropping knees to the right and left. So just a gentle swish of your knees from side to side. Maybe you notice your core muscles, you can feel them. Take one more each side. And then come back to center. Place the soles of your feet on the earth, right here. And we're gonna come, do you guys remember boat pose from last time? Your hands can start behind your thighs. You can stay right here. You are, even right here, engaging your core. This is core work. Or maybe you float a foot. Maybe you float both feet. Oh boy, I feel it now. Maybe your core is shaking. Maybe you release your hands. And then some of you might even be able to straighten your legs. I can barely do that, maybe for a second. Wherever you are, we're gonna breathe for 3, for 2, getting strong, and release. We'll take that knee swish again. We're only gonna do one more boat. Come back to center. All right, same options. Engaging your core. You can stay here, float a foot or 2. Stay hanging on or release your hands. Maybe you lift your toes to the sky. Woo! 3. Maybe you smile, lift the edges of your lips. 2. And 1. Oh, release that. Let your knees float side to side. Oh, good work. All right. Coming down to the earth now. Oh. Go ahead, get a little comfortable. And we're gonna take something called bridge pose. We did do this last time, some of you may remember it. So the soles of your feet are on the earth. As best you can, everybody's body is different. Try to draw your feet toward your glutes. So you try to get your feet as close to your glutes as you can. Maybe you can actually feel, I have to kind of scooch down here. Maybe you can even feel your heels. It's okay if your fingers don't touch your heels. You're just trying to get compact here, okay? Take your hands, press them into the ground. And as you breathe in, you'll start to peel your spine off the earth by pressing into your feet, pressing into the backs of your arms. And this is your bridge pose. Take one more breath right here as you are. Float your heart up. And then slowly lower your bridge back down. Nice. All right, we're gonna take a few of those. So at your own pace, breathe in, press into your feet. You'll lift your hips and lower. Take a few more. Strengthening your back side here. All right, last one. This time, when you get to the top of your bridge, see if you can just hold it here. You're gonna hold right here. Your knees are drawing away from you. Your heart is drawing toward your face. And you'll just breathe right here for 3. Press into your feet 2. And 1, slowly taking your time, lowering everything back down to the ground. Now you'll draw the soles of your feet together so that they touch, and let your knees drop out to the side. This is a reclined cobbler's pose. If you want to, you can bring your hands to rest on your belly. Close your eyes here. And when we did the bridge pose, that's a very energizing pose. You're moving around a lot of what's called prana or energy. And now your job is to just settle down. Like you've taken a snow globe and you've shaken it. And all those little pieces of snow now drift down to the bottom, and you just feel the energy start to settle down. Your breath becomes quieter. When you're ready, you can blink your eyes open, release your hands, find your pillow, and then using the bridge posture that you just learned, you're only going to go up to bridge long enough to slide your pillow underneath your hips. So when you lower back down, you're lowering your hips right onto a towel, a cushion. It's okay if you don't have one. You can just feel your hips into the earth. From here, release your hands so that your palms face up. And then 1 foot at a time, you're going to float your feet up toward the sky so that both feet are floating. You can also bend your knees here if that feels better in your body. Close your eyes again, and now I want you to consciously drop your weight into the pillow. So let's do that together. Everybody breathe in. As you breathe out, feel your hips drop. Let go of that weight. You're just letting the earth support you here. This is a good posture for your circulation. And it's also said to help if you struggle at all with falling asleep, with insomnia. And when it's available to me, I like to actually just rest my legs against a wall here. As you are, take one last inhale. And then as you exhale, lower your feet back down to the earth. Release your pillow. And this time we're going to take the pillow or your towel or whatever you have, and you're going to place it underneath your head. And if you don't have anything, that's also okay. Just stay relaxed wherever you are. This time I want you to widen your feet out a little wider so they're wider than your hips. And then you're going to drop your knees in to rest against each other. This is knee knock pose. Your hands can either rest on your rib cage or you can extend your arms out. Close your eyes. And we're coming into stillness now. So you'll relax your face, your jaw. You can let your teeth drift apart. Feel the backs of your shoulders melting down into the earth. Your hips are heavy. This is a yin posture. Which just means it's restorative. Can you let yourself rest? If you're happy here, you can stay where you are. Otherwise, all you'll do to come into Shavasana, which is our final posture, is you'll just extend your legs long. So sliding your feet out. Your feet are far apart. You can let your feet roll out to the side. This is called corpse pose. It's our last posture. You're going to stay right here with your eyes closed and breathing, and I'm going to read something to you from the book, The Language of Letting Go. And this reading today is on fear. Fear can be a big stopper for many of us. Fear of fragility, fear of failure, fear of making a mistake, fear of what others might think. We second guess our next action or word until we talk ourselves out of participating in life. Relax. Our best is good enough. Even our failures turn out to be important learning experiences that lead to and are necessary for upcoming success. Feel your fear and then let it go. Jump in and do it, whatever it is. If our instinct and path have led us there, then it's where we need to be. Shavasana. So wherever you are, take one last deep breath in. Maybe open your mouth this time and sigh that out. If you're laying on your back, take your time and roll to one side. Give yourself a moment here to just lay on your side. And then still with your eyes closed, make your way up to a comfortable seat. So any seat that works for you. You can kneel, you can have your legs out in front of you, you can sit in easy pose. And then to end our class together today, bring your hands to your heart center. Close your eyes. We'll take a really deepest breath all day, inhalation through your nose. Bow your forehead to your hands. Together we say the word Namaste. Thank you, yogis. Good practice.